hello, how are we? Before we jump into this video, I wanted to give it some context. I filmed this video last month, and in the video I go over how spring is coming up, and I go over some of the inspiration I have, my ideas and goals that I have for my upcoming year as a content creator. I think it's a perfect time to post this video because we are now officially in the spring season, and I want it to be on my channel for me to look back on for inspiration if throughout this year I'm ever feeling stuck or lost or unsure of what I should do next, what kind of content I should make. I can kind of reference this video and see some of the ideas that I had for myself. So let's go back in time a month and see what I had to say. Welcome to a 1 degree Lake Superior sunrise. As you can see, the sun is supposed to come up in like less than 10 minutes. And it's one of those mornings where it's going to come up and it's not going to look like the sun rose at all. But I went to bed last night with the intention of waking up this morning and coming and trying to catch a sunrise. I have a new goal for the year where I want to take a picture of a sunrise in every single month. So I've gotten a picture in January. I have not yet in February. It is currently February 16th today. So I do still have the other half of the month to try to succeed with this. But it's still really cool to be down here, like literally cool, but also cool. Just to come down to this lake in every part of the season and see what she has to offer. My hand is freezing. Hold up. Let me get my glove on. Okay. Oh, that helps a little bit. We gotta expose ourselves to the elements. I've been really hibernating a lot this winter and not going outside much. So when I have an opportunity on a day off to come down here early and just come down to the lake, go for a walk, put myself in a little bit of discomfort by being chilly for a little while, I think it's good for you. We are like halfway through February, right? The first day of spring is in like 30 days. It's a month away. First day of spring. That doesn't mean a whole lot as far as what the weather's gonna do. It's not gonna magically, become warm and sunny and flowers are gonna start blooming right then and there. No, but we'll still have some cold, potentially snowy days even after the first day of spring. But it's symbolic for me. I had the intention since winter began. I knew that, okay, winter season, I am gonna hibernate. I am gonna take it slow. I am not gonna pressure myself into trying to create and start new things. Because it's the middle of winter, and if you look around you at Mother Nature, at the animals, they are all sleeping and hibernating too. Everybody is taking it easy. Winter is time to rest and recover and reflect, and I have definitely been doing all of those things. And it's felt really good to just take time to relax, knowing that when spring and summer come around, I'm going to have been relaxed plenty and ready to start new, ready to start my new journey with this camera and just creating content in general. What's right around the corner is truly beginning my new habits and my new journey that I want to go on of content creating and making videos and just sharing myself with the world. What I believe is that everybody has the ability to impact somebody's life in a positive way by sharing their experiences, by being transparent, by showing other people that what they're going through, other people are going through. Sounds cliche again, but also every single person has a unique perspective on, it could be the same topic, but everybody has lived through an experience differently and has viewed things differently and has lived life through the perspective that nobody else has lived it. And I am really ready to share my perspective on life. Not because I believe my perspective to be superior than anybody else's, but purely because I know my perspective is unique to me. And when more and more people share their thoughts, feelings, opinions, perspectives on life, the more it can give other people courage to not necessarily do the same, because not everybody wants to put themselves out there and create content and share their inner lives with other people. But it just gives other people comfort in knowing that, hey, you know, I relate to that, or like, that's a new way of thinking about the scenario. That's an opinion I've never heard before. And it just overall is a positive thing to do. And I'm really excited to do that. I really feel called to do that. I've always kind of been a person who has had trouble expressing myself verbally and like expressing how I feel out loud and verbally. And for me, what I have found that has helped is, for one, journaling. Journaling is something that I have never taken super seriously in my life. But I did keep like diaries when I was a kid, and I have journaled on and off all throughout my life. And recently I have really decided to take that more seriously for myself and commit more to it, because a few reasons. One, it's so therapeutic to just like take whatever you're feeling or thinking and putting it on paper. It helps you process it and it just gets it out of your brain. So it's really nice that way. And I always think it's really cool to be able to look back in the future and see what I was thinking at a certain point in time. I'm gonna stop for a second because I have to go down this hill. I'll show you. We're gonna go down the hill carefully. Probably slide down it here. Whoop. Okay, that didn't really work, but we got down safe. Oh, all right. What was I saying? Journaling. Yep, so journaling is one way that I have discovered has just always been a good way for me to get my feelings out. And writing comes easily to me. So like speaking how I feel is something I'm learning to work on, but writing has always been easy to me and like just come naturally to me. So for me, journaling just makes sense. But the other thing that I've recently discovered that has really helped me, and I find comfort in doing and I enjoy doing, is recording myself. It started out with just voice memos. I would go on walks and just talk to my phone and record whatever I needed to say. And I found that has been really helpful to me. And I've really enjoyed doing that. And then now it's like the next step in that, the evolution of that, is this camera, the Osmo here, which is doing the same thing as voice memos, but just filming my face. Yeah, I just have a lot to say. And I also, aside from wanting to share like my opinions on things or my thoughts on life or, you know, whatever that may be, aside from just sharing it, I also think the idea of making videos is beautiful. I have a new understanding of what video creation can be for me, and I am starting to see how truly amazing of a canvas, of a blank canvas, cinema is. And I've just been admiring cinematography more. Whenever I watch movies now, I notice the cool shots, I notice the symmetrical shots, I notice the B-roll, I notice how the music is adding to the story. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, dude, I could recreate that on my own level. I could make short films in a way that describes my emotions, right? And I'm just kind of looking at it and I'm like, okay, I can use video to clearly convey my thoughts and feelings. Since I struggle with it, like I was saying verbally, video is such a cool way that I can do that. Oh, hold on. Where I can get really creative with it, and I can come up with unique ways to share what, you know, to get another person to understand how my mind works. Does that make sense? I came across a TikTok page yesterday, actually. I think the creator's name is Momo, and I came across a couple of his videos. He makes like little short films, and they're amazing. And they're amazing, and they're simply done. But the way and like the clarity with which he's able to express his emotions and like to get that feeling and emotion in a video, and like for the viewer to watch it. And for me, when I watch his videos, I'm like, oh my gosh, he says everything so clearly. Like, yes, that makes so much sense to me. And that is how I want to convey myself, is in a manner where a stranger can watch it and understand and be like, okay, wow, that's a really raw emotion they're sharing. I get that. I see how that makes sense to them. I think it's just would be important for me to be able to express myself and to create something out of it. So I'm expressing myself, being creative, and I'm also processing my emotions in a creative way and challenging myself to, you know, take a big heavy emotion that I'm feeling and coming up with a way to share that with other people. And I think that's really cool. I hope the waves aren't too loud. I didn't really take that into consideration. Truthfully, I wasn't planning on like filming a whole thing, but there's something about when the camera comes out, I'm just like ready to talk to it. So I hope the waves aren't too loud. I mean, on the other hand, aren't the waves awesome? I could just sit out here all day and just listen to the waves crashing. Ah, it's just great. I'll be down here a lot, often. I mean, this is where I'll probably come the most. Oh, to see the lake. And it just doesn't get old. It's always beautiful. It's always pretty. I'm always in awe of the beauty. Yeah. Check her out. This camera is so dope. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. It's so just brisk out here. Being out here when it's cold is a whole new level, bro. So many people don't even want to come out here. It's invigorating to be able to live where I live and experience what I get to experience. I'm so grateful for. And I know that I will not always live here. And like when I think about that, it's sad. It's sad. I know I'm not going to always live here. I know this is not always going to be available to me how it is. And it's like with that knowing, I just feel a responsibility to really take advantage of it while I can. And that's what I'm doing. And that is what, that is what this year of content creation is going to help me do. Is going to help me push myself to get out here more. Because I'm telling you, normally I would have been sleeping right now. You know, I woke up at 6:10 this morning, just naturally. I went to sleep with the intention of waking up for the sunrise, and I did just that. And we didn't see a crazy sunrise, but we got to experience Mother Nature. And anytime I get to do that is a win for me. Yeah. I guess until next time, it's been fun. It's been another, I never regret coming out here. So we'll see you when we see you. I gotta come up with a way to end the videos. I don't know what I want to say. I could test some. Let's see. Until next time. I keep saying that. I don't want to say that. Talk soon. That also feels weird. I kind of want to end my videos with a quote, but I don't really have any quotes in mind. You know, bye friends. I don't know. It'll come. You know, my intro, what I say, hey, hello, how are we? That came to me naturally when I was doing my walk and talks, when I was just talking to my phone. So we'll think of something. We'll think of something. Till next time.